Hello, this is Tony from Australia. Today I'm gonna try to make bread. Connie Thompson, she asked me to see how to make bread. Well, to make the Maltese bread, it's not easy to make it home because you have to have the mother dough. The mother dough is you make the pastry, you make the dough today, you leave it in the fridge for 24 hours and then you mix it with the dough. That's for the Maltese. But this is going to be, hopefully, it's going to be a beautiful bread. What I did here, I sifted 2 cups of plain flour. I'm gonna put 1.5 teaspoon of 1.5 teaspoon of yeast, okay? 1.5. I'm gonna put them in the machine here. 1.5. That's 1.5 teaspoon yeast. With the yeast, because I wrote it down, okay? I'm gonna put, oh, hang on a second. Yes, she's right, sorry. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of yeast, a teaspoon of salt, but I put it with the flour, the salt. I put the salt with the flour, not with the yeast, okay? There you are. Say a teaspoon and a half salt, okay? Teaspoon and a half salt, that's it, all right? So now I'm gonna mix the salt with the flour, of course, okay? Okay. Now, here we go. Now, when you do this, you need to let it rest very, very high, okay? But don't mix it too much. The bread, you don't mix them too much. You know, when we used to do Malta, of course, you mix them too much because you make a lot. So I'm going to do now, I did 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of yeast into the thing. And I'm going to put a cup of warm water, okay? Because 4 to 8, that's 4, 2 to 4, 1.5 cup of warm water, that's all, okay? 1.5 cup of warm water, which is here. I'll put the warm water here, okay. Has to be warm, okay? Warm. But you only mix it a little bit in the mixer, okay? Not much. So that's 1. Okay, what was that? Sorry. Yeah, 1 is good enough. And I wrote it down. I put 4 cups of warm water, 2 cups, 1 cup. I'm just gonna put 1 cup with the yeast. Okay? Now I'll give it a mix. I'll give it a mix, okay? I mix the yeast with the warm water, okay? Okay. There you are. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna throw this one slowly into the mixer. Okay, there's the mixer there, as you can see. And I might need a bit of more water, okay? Let's have a look. This is a new one. A new one, a new one, a new one. Okay. Now, here we go. Slowly, slowly, I put the flour. And mix it on a very slow speed. Okay? Let's see how it's gonna come. Slowly, very slowly, alright? Don't put it too fast. Very slowly. And then we'll see how it comes. This is my first time I'm doing this because I like to create a beautiful bread. But what I'm going to do after, okay, after I mix it a bit, we'll see how it comes. If I need a tiny bit of water, maybe I do. I don't know. Okay. There you are. Maybe I do need a bit of water. Okay? Just, let's have a look. Let's have a look how it can. No, I don't need no more water, okay? So 1 cup of full water. Look at that, Mike, it's beautiful. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, now, do this one, and we'll do this one. Now, what I'm going to do now, I am not going to mix it too much, but I don't want it too sticky either. Okay, so if it comes too sticky, okay, do it like this. Okay, this is to wash. Take all this out of here. I'll take them out in a second. Okay, that's all right, sweetheart. I'll need to cut them in a minute as soon as I finish this, sweetheart. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. I'm not going to make too much because I want to try the first one how it's going to come, okay? So what I'm going to do here, I just go like that a bit to mix it a bit to make the dough soft, okay? To make it soft. Now, when it rise up, which it will, okay? Don't mix it again. Just grab it, put it in a round bowl, and let it rest again. This is beautiful. Now, before you do it into the oven, which is, it should be at least, what did I write down here? 240 Celsius or 450 degrees, okay? So this is what I'm doing now. I'm just doing it like that. Now, what I'm gonna do now is put it back into the, now I'll put it in the bowl there. Okay, it is a bit sticky, but don't worry about it. But it's not as sticky as it was before, okay? So, there it is there. Tiny bit sticky, not much. So what I'm gonna do now here, I'm gonna put a bit of flour everywhere so it doesn't stick too much to the bowl, okay? There you are, put a tiny bit there and put it in here. Now when it rises up double, okay, I put the oven on, I heat it up very well, but before you put it in the oven, paste it with melted butter and slice it a little bit, just the top, how you want it, across or slice, okay, or make a cross, you know. In Malta they used to cut it from the side, or we make a cross, so we'll make a cross, okay, but you must paste it with butter to give it better taste. Now the thing is about that then when you put in the oven, put a dish and put a couple of glasses of water into the dish. This one you put it in a tray with a greaseproof paper, you know, or baked paper really, or greaseproof paper. Put on a tray, put in the middle shelf of the stove, put the dish underneath, put a glass or a glass and a half of water, and the steam will raise it up more while it's cooking, and it makes it crunchy at the same time. Okay? Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let it rest for an hour or 2 hours. We'll see how it's in the bowl here. I will cover it. I will put a cloth underneath and cover it with Glad wrap. Okay? But you must leave a little bit open. Don't seal the Glad wrap, just cover it and leave, or just put a couple of towels, you know, to keep it warm. Once it rises, I tell you, a dish underneath with a glass and a half of water, you know, warm water or water, doesn't matter, put it underneath it, you know, put the bread on a tray in the middle shelf of your stove, on 240 Celsius, okay, for 20-25 minutes. Check it anyway, you always check it, okay? So let's see how it goes. I'll stop this video, then I'll do another video to let you know how it comes. Don't forget, paste it with, anyway, I'll show you after, don't worry. Okay, this is Tony from Australia. I'm trying to do a new recipe, okay, and we'll see how it comes. Especially for Connie Thompson, you know, and she asked me to do a Maltese one. Well, this is similar to the Maltese, but unfortunately I haven't got the mother dough, okay, because usually we used to do We used to put the pastry with the yeast and all, put in a bucket in a warm place, and then it rise up during the night, and we used to put it with the mixer onto the machine with the flour, okay? This is Tony from Australia, okay, and we'll see how we go, eh? I'll let you know. I will do the other video next time. Now after this. Be a while.